Okay, now you see I've got the emergency blanket secured up here. I've got it tied off back there. Got it well fortified on the back side. It's laid down nice and flat. And I've started to pile some wood over here. And what the intention is I will eventually, I'll pile a stack of wood about this high right here, and maybe a foot or so back like that. And I'll leave it like that. And then down at the other end, I'll also do the same thing and pile it up down there. And then what I do is get right back up in here like this, and this is where I'm going to sleep. And I've got my little fire right here. It's far enough away to be safe for me, but it's close enough that I'll be able to feel the heat right here, and then the reflective heat from the fire will come up like this, and it will hit the space blanket here and reflect down, as well as reflecting down behind me. When I've tried this before, it was amazing how warm my back was. And then by having this barricade of material here, that also keeps drafts from coming around on my feet and my head. And then as the fire burns and it starts to go down, I can reach up here and throw another piece or two on the fire. I can snooze a little bit, and when it starts going down again, I can grab a couple more pieces, and that way I can do that and keep warm through the night and just kind of keep the fire fed. And if I pile up enough wood here at the head of me and down at the foot, I don't have to get up scrounging around for wood in the middle of the night. So that's the basic layout. The next thing I'll do, I'm going to gather some more wood here, and then I'll get a fire built. Probably be dark by the time I get that done, but anyway, that'll be the next step, and I'll show you kind of what it looks like in operation at night as a sleeping area. So we'll catch you in just a little bit here. Oh, Perry Peacock here with Wilderness Innovation here. This is their final little clip on this reflector here. And right now I just kind of got the fire going, so it's actually a little more blazing than I'd like to have. Normally, once you get it started and just let it kind of calm down a little bit, you just need just a tiny bit of flames to be nice and warm. And I think you can see on the camera on my head end here, I've got wood stacked up a couple feet high, twigs and little small branches and stuff, and down on the foot end I've got the same thing. And of course this is very toasty here, a little too toasty right now, but the idea is that you'd come in here and you just lay down like this. I can feel heat reflecting, back from the top down and all that on me. And part of the theory here is that this fire kind of dies down a little bit, and during the night you need to add a little something to it to keep going. I've done this before. You're laying here and it starts getting a little cool on you. You kind of wake up, and then you just reach up here and you grab a couple of little things here and stick on the fire. And it's real nice because you don't have to get up out of your bed to do it. You just have everything right here. Throw a few things on here, and it doesn't take but just a small fire, just a little bit of flame is all it takes to keep you warm. And this is getting a little more comfortable now that it's kind of dying down here a little bit. But we had an experience where we used something similar to this where we got caught, several of us, up in a snowstorm, kind of a freak snowstorm in the late fall, and we kept through the whole night just doing that sort of thing, and it worked very nicely. Um, so this is just another way to use this emergency blanket rather than just wrap it around you. And the nice thing is it kind of shields you from winds or breezes or drafts, because we're sealed on the backside. Because normally if you're laying up against a fire, uh, you're hot on the front side and cold on the back because of the draft. Well, this seals. I put dirt and stuff along the bottom on the back side here, which kind of seals that. We got the stacks of wood here and on the foot end, and that kind of helps keep a draft from coming around. So it really kind of makes you a little self-contained here, and it's a very nice use for this little space blanket. I love it, and like I say, this is like plenty hot, but just for the sake of the camera and kind of doing this little deal here, I'm kind of doing a little more than trying to do it a little quicker than I normally would. But this is very cozy, works very well. Used it a good number of times. It's very, very comfortable. So anyway, it's just another little use, another way to keep warm with the emergency blanket. And hope you enjoyed watching this little video, and maybe it's something that you can use in a situation that you might get into. So, but just play around with it, practice a little bit, and I think you'll agree that it's a nice little option. So, until next time, Perry Peacock with Wilderness Innovation.